Here's the truth. You've been in your field for years, maybe even a decade or even more, and you've helped a lot of people. You have certifications stacked together like a Jenga tower. You have solved problems that you know Google can't solve, that ChatGPT can't solve, and that took other practitioners years to figure out, or they still haven't figured out. And it's the missing piece that you solve because someone comes to you and says, I've tried everything, but yet you help them. And yet, when someone asks you, if someone messages you on Instagram about working with you, you go blank, like a deer in headlights. Or like me, when someone asks me what I want for dinner, I've got nothing, right? Or on the other side is that you give them like a laundry list of all your certifications, all the ways that you can help them. And they're just so overwhelmed and they're like, oh, great, I'll think about it and I'll let you know. So here's the wild part, you're not missing knowledge, you're not missing expertise. You're missing the packaging and the positioning. And today I'm going to show you how you can correctly package and position yourself in an online program. You just haven't put it in that box yet. And we're going to fix that in the next 15 minutes. Here's what I see constantly in my DMs and on consult calls is that a physical therapist, a yoga teacher with 12 years experience, a massage therapist who's basically a walking encyclopedia of the human body, a health coach who's transformed her own life, her own health, and her clients' lives. And then when someone asks, what do you sell online? Or when I ask them on a consult call, okay, tell me about your program. How do people work with you? They say one of two things. I don't know what to sell, or I offer, and they give me 2 pages of all these different offers. And honestly, I get it because no one trained you for this. You went to school to be a practitioner, not a course creator. You were taught to assess, to treat, to discharge, not build a curriculum and then put a price tag on it. And here's what's actually happening. You're sitting on a gold mine of expertise, and essentially you're locking it away and it's just gathering dust while the people that need your help are going to other practitioners only because they need help, right? And they don't realize that you can help them. And somewhere in the back of your mind, there's a nagging feeling like there has to be a better way. And there is. It's just not as complicated as the online business world makes it seem. The solution is what I call the expertise extraction method, which is just a fancy way of saying we take what's already in your head, the knowledge that you've acquired through the years, the stuff you do on autopilot with clients every single day, and we turn that into your online offer. And here's the key insight I want you to hold onto for the entire episode, because I get this question a lot. They're like, Allison, well, am I selling online program or am I signing clients? And here's what I want to tell you. It's the same thing. Selling an online program, whether it's a do-it-yourself independent program or a one-to-one, both of those you have clients. Because when you're helping people with their health and wellness transformation, whether they're doing it themselves and you just have a porter where you walk them through the steps and it's for you, it's hands off, or you're hands in and you're doing virtual one-to-one sessions or a hybrid, right? There's so many different ways that you can help people online. You have a client because you have a human being with a problem, a health problem that needs solving. So it's the same thing. And the do it yourself online program, that's what most practitioners think when they're developing their online program is, oh, okay, well, I'm going to just develop this course and I'm going to put all my expertise and all my knowledge of all the decades and the years into that. And then people can just go through it at their own pace and they're going to get that knowledge. But here's the truth. That model's a little outdated and it wasn't made for practitioners specifically. And your audience doesn't want to consume knowledge. They are not a seeker of the human body or health and wellness and physiology like you are, right? You have to understand that they're busy people with busy lives. Think about it for yourself. If you had a financial problem, You just want your broker, your financial analyst or your financial broker who helps you with the stock market. You just want them to figure it out for you and just tell you what to do, right? You don't want to know all the nuances of the stock market. You want to know enough so you can keep your eyes on the money, but you want their expertise and their shortcut. Or a plumber. If he were to come to your house, you don't have to know the intricacies of all your piping and what's backing up and blah, blah, blah. You just want to know, can the plumber solve the problem? What do you need to do to help him or her? And what's the fastest way to do that? And have them give you the steps on what you need to do to either help and assist them or have them get the job done. Right. So that's how people, your clients, are thinking of their health and wellness. And sometimes the quickest, the simplest, the most streamlined and effective way for someone to have their health and wellness needs, their problems solved, is to just work with you one to one. And if you have a small audience and you're looking to create online revenue quickly, it's a win-win. Someone messages you on Instagram, you say, "Oh, great, I can help you. I have a 3-month one-to-one program. It's 8 calls long. You also get these protocols, XYZ. It's $2,000." Done. I think a lot of practitioners just shy away from one-to-one, which is truthfully the simplest way to make money online when you're starting to transition online, is only because they've done one-to-one for so many years past. They're burnout and tired of it. They want their schedule back. They want their freedom back. I hear you. I've totally been in that phase. And actually, I was coached many years to go back to one-to-one and heal that relationship with one-to-one before I moved on to group. And it was really hard coaching at the time. I didn't want to do it. I'd been a one-to-one practitioner for over 20 years. I felt like I put in my due diligence and my time, but I paid a lot to be in that mastermind. So I took the coaching. And I'll tell you, it was really hard to heal from that, but I did. And now I still do one-to-one years later, and I love it. And I don't feel trapped for my time because there's so many ways to leverage your time in an online program where the sessions are not the only thing that bring the results. That's what you have to understand. In an online program, there's so many different ways to help people get the results. And at the end of the day, all your client cares about, whether they do it themselves or they're doing it with you in some version, or you're actually doing it for them by giving them a protocol, they don't care. They just want the results achieved in a way that fits their budget. Really? So, if you're creating an online program, you just have to think of the packaging from that standpoint. What's the result I want to give these people? And what's my audience size? Because that will take into account your pricing. If you have a smaller audience size and you want to hit 10K plus months online, then you need a higher ticket program. That's right. Unless you're going to spend a whole lot of money on ads. If you have a $200 do it yourself program, right? Then you got to get traffic there somehow. So you can do Google ads, you can do Facebook ads, depending upon your audience and where your reviews are and where your audience is, right? Facebook ads, Instagram boosting. You got to get traffic, eyeballs on that offer in some way, right? So you got to look at the numbers and make sure it's like a puzzle piece where it's all going to work together. Even if you are doing one-to-one, there's again still so many ways to leverage the time. You could create a membership, right? Memberships are so powerful, and you can put a bunch of classes in there, yoga classes, somatic classes, whatever type of classes you offer, you can put that in there. But here's the thing, remember, people aren't taking classes just to take classes. They want to take a classes to a specific result. So make your classes very unique and positioned. So for example, I have the Manifest and Move, which is a somatics and manifestation and gentle movement restorative class. It's my own unique methodology, and it's specific for wellness entrepreneurs, wellness practitioners. So I can niche it that way, and I can talk very specific to the benefits in a way that the entrepreneurs want to hear. That they can come to this class, they can think more clearly, they can have more energy, so they're more productive, right? The manifestation is very specific to goals that an entrepreneur wants to set for that month. It's very specific messaging. So it's going to attract more people versus come to my somatics class, which, truthfully, practitioners know what somatics is, but a lot of the general audience doesn't know what somatics is yet. So you want to figure out what you actually sell, number one. So you can grab a notes app, a piece of paper, and answer this question. What's the one transformation I create for clients over and over and over again? The most common client, your ideal client, the one that you love to work with, not a laundry list, not I help people with pain, stress, movement, mindset, sleep, digestion, world peace. One primary transformation. What do they come to you for and leave better with? Think of your consult calls. Think of the complaints when someone first starts working with you. It's in there. You just have to look through it. And then with that result and transformation that you help someone with, there is a lot of options that you can help them with. You can do a membership, like I said, with classes, with deliverables, with live group calls, and even offer one-to-one call a month. And then you can price it higher. You can do a group coaching program alone. You can do a hybrid of in-person and online. You can add in more touch points. So you remember, they're not buying sessions, they're buying a result. You can do a done with you program. That's more one-to-one. Or you guide clients through a structured process over 8 to 12 weeks with calls, check-ins, and resources. You can do a self-paced digital course like the Netflix model. A client buys, they get access, but remember, they still want a result. And self-paced is a lower ticket, usually $99, $197, $297 is kind of on the higher end. And you need, if you want 10K months, a high volume of people to get through it so you can hit those 10K months. Or a membership. Again, you can make that $97 a month, $297 a month, and you can charge it higher when you add a one-to-one call. And then you got to just figure out how many people need to get through it. What can you put in there so they can get the result? And then you want to name your offer in one sentence. Before you start building anything, you need to be able to say this out loud without stumbling. I help X achieve what outcome, so X outcome, in X time frame through your X method. So I help X, the person, achieve X outcome in X time frame through X method. So, for example, I help physical therapists build online programs so they can hit 10K months without burning out their bodies in 6 months. Sound familiar? That's mine. Now, what will be yours? And if you're thinking, I just don't know if my stuff can translate online, or I don't know if I have time for one-to-one calls. Remember, all of this is just problems to solve. I've taken so many clients through this, fitting one-to-ones in their schedule, and it doesn't have to be weekly one-to-ones. I've helped so many clients translate their skills online. It's just a problem to solve for. What you can do is put the result that you want to help your clients achieve, or results that you've helped your clients achieve in person. Like you can say, through using my hands, through manual work, through massages, myofascial release, I've helped clients release headaches, because you found that was like the common client that keeps coming to you. And tell them how, and then work it through with ChatGPT to figure out your online methodology of creating that same result. And, talk physiology, talk anatomy with ChatGPT and say, well, I usually use my hands for this very specific thing. How can that be replicated online? And I can tell you, through somatics, through breath work, through visualization, through mindset, through just holding space and down regulating, whatever you're doing with your hands, it can be translated online. And if you really feel that it can't, make a membership that's primarily online, and they get one session with you a month in person. And then price that accordingly. And it'll reduce the number of your in-person sessions dramatically. And listen to previous podcasts here on the episode, or here on the podcast, because I go through this thought a lot through different episodes. So go to the episodes labeled online offer or online program, because I do talk about this in previous episodes as well. So that's what I've got for you this week to think about. Just short, simple, create that one sentence. Think of your expertise, use AI to help, use what clients are requesting of you to help, and think of the result and what is the simplest for you and simplest for your clients way to achieve that online. That's not selling sessions. That's actually packaging a program that's leading them to a health and wellness result that solves a problem that they want solved. Okay, I'll see you next week. Bye for now. This episode is brought to you by Jane, a practice management software and EMR designed for wellness practitioners who value structure, simplicity, and calm growth. If you're a skilled wellness practitioner who's tired of tech overwhelm and administrative chaos, Jane understands. Your expertise should be focused on client transformation, not wrestling with software. Jane provides the structure and systems you need to run a sustainable practice. With Jane's streamlined online booking, your clients can easily schedule at times that work for them. With smart features like waitlist notifications, those last minute cancellations become opportunities, not losses. It's a simple way to maintain consistent revenue without the constant hustle of filling your calendar. During sessions, Jane's AI powered documentation helps you capture important notes efficiently, allowing you to stay present and focused on delivering exceptional care. After appointments, you can end on a healing note rather than a transactional one by charging cards on file and handling rebooking before the client leaves, creating the organized, professional experience your business deserves. To discover how Jane can help you build a more structured, scalable wellness practice that works even when you're offline, resting, use the link in the show notes. And especially for you, Ignite Your Wellness business listeners, when you're ready to implement the simple system that supports your growth, use code IGNITE1MO. So that's IGNITE 1MO to get your first month complimentary. That code will also be in the show notes.